Alright, everybody, Enrique Zoltano here. Um, I want to talk about Socrates, I think. I don't know why I'm making these videos, but they've been fun. That the thoughts of Albert, or that Camus guy, were pretty fun to listen to. Um, but, yeah, right now I want to talk about Socrates, but before then, it's like, sometimes there are people out there that just drain you. They drain and drain and suck the life out of you. And it's like, why are they doing this? It's like, it could be malice within, or it could be just massive insecurity, or it could be both to one degree or one way. And like what I mean by that is like we could take pride, and you could have some guy who's proud of his car, or some guy who's proud of his penis size, or his bicep size, or whatever. These are different types of pride. Different ways of pride. But you could also have the pride of an evil man. Um, or you could have a pride of a good man, right? These would be different. These would be pride, but within different hearts, right? So different ways, different degrees, right? That's what makes us all unique, I think. That's what makes characters and stories unique. But I mean, like if you look at Kar-Ur, right? I say Kar-Ur is very powerful, but he's got to put up with Ninurta all day, and maybe not all day, but he's got to put up with them. And it's like, he's got to pay a price, and it's like, in the Torah we look back to this Jewish father, and he's got this idiot eldest son, and he's got to it's like he's sitting back thinking, hey, my son's a freaking idiot. That's not my dog, by the way. I'm living in an RV park right now. So I have no power over anything with that dog. Anyways, or that buzzing sound, or this little cat right here. Talk about bad behavior. Little cat gets in my way all the time. I'm trying to pace here. One of my favorite images was Scrooge McDuck when he was like walking around in that circle, and that circle had this indent because he just kept walking around. I don't know. I like pacing. But anyways, this would all suggest that mercy can be painful for those who give mercy. I guess. Anyways, we're talking about Socrates. We're going to talk about Socrates. Now Socrates. See, I think most people get Socrates wrong, right? I was listening to stuff this morning, and this guy was like blah 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 blah, and he said Athens and Jerusalem, right? And Athens represented reason, and Jerusalem represented faith. And I think he was quoting somebody, probably. And so, um, you know, I already gave you some tuna. Yeah. Um, okay. But, you know, I was just so disappointed. I was just so disappointed because the idea that Athens could represent reason is just, it's historically inaccurate. You know, I mean, Athens can represent demagoguery. Athens can represent lies and the genocide of the Greek people. You know, hey, follow Athens, Greek, or we're gonna fucking kill you. You know, and it's like, I mean, oh my God, they were just, yeah, no, and so Socrates, right? I mean, what was he doing? He was constantly humiliating demagogues. Like, of course, that's gonna get him killed, right? Um, yeah, no, that's totally gonna get him killed. But I think that was what most people don't understand about Socrates is that Socrates didn't believe the shit that he was saying. Like he was strategically throwing his words out there in order to humiliate these men and show his students, because his students saw what was going on. His students were like, "Oh my God, these guys are idiots," and yet they're the leaders of society. So I mean, that's kind of revolutionary when you put it in those terms, right? But damn. But at the same time, the platform that he was taking was just like the love of thought, and it you know, I think that was the purpose of a lot of his speech. The purpose of a lot of his speech was to humiliate these leaders of Athenian society and show the people that they don't know what they're talking about. And um, I mean, he said before it's easy to defeat Socrates in a debate, right? I think he said that because I think Diogenes has defeated him in a debate before, with the chicken and the man. Um, but I don't think he believed a lot of the things that he was saying. He was just trying to humiliate the listener. Um, like you take I think it's the Republic, right? And in the Republic, he's I think when you like look at it, he's basically arguing for a Spartan society, right? And he gets these Athenian leaders and these Athenian men to be like, yeah, that sounds great, Socrates. And his students are just sitting back and they're like, oh my God, these Athenians are now praising a Spartan society. Like they're being humiliated. But but to me, it was really disappointing because I mean, I think that's still the world we're living in. I think that's the world most of the time. You know, it's like if someone just loves to think, like thinking is just it can be just fun. You know, who cares if you're right or wrong? Thinking can just be fun. I mean, people talk about overthinking. You know, it's like they're trying to take a big dry shit. You know, and you know, no, you can take a nice relaxing shit. Um, And at the end of the day, it's still just shit, right? Because I don't know. It's like you got to kill your ego, as the psychologist would say. I think we need to be scientists about all this. Um, no, who cares if I'm wrong about any of the things I say? I've been wrong before, and maybe I still am on some things. But like even today, if I went around saying, "Hey, Moses is a liar," there's gonna be like, you should call Moses a liar. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. And it's like, disappointing, you know. Because sometimes maybe the thinker's just trying to have fun, and they care about their fun. Maybe they're just trying to cause problems sometimes. Doop doop doo doop doop doo. Yeah, no, I think it was I don't know, just disappointing. I don't know. Anyways, but that's one reason I want to get this virtue project up. The main reason I want to do this virtue project is because I want to have like a thesaurus. I don't know the words I want right now, but to have a record, a catalog. How about a catalog of ideas to have fun with? Like story writers can get into all these different thoughts, right? And so in this virtue project, we're just thinking, we're not getting mad at each other, we're just having fun with thought. What are all the thoughts we can think? Let's put them out there and put them out there in entertaining ways or not. Um, Sometimes those are the most fun. But yeah, no, it's like shit. I mean, someone may like want to kill me for some of the things I've said. Um, but yeah, no, just fucking having fun with thought. That would be another reason to do this virtue project. And I call it the virtue project, but it's got nothing to do with virtue. I guess I call it the virtue project because I was in college and I was thinking of a major, and I wanted to do philosophy because I wanted to strengthen the weak side of my mind because I'm imaginative, and the weak side of my mind would be my rational mind. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take philosophy, but I didn't know. But then we had this moral philosophy class, and it's like, oh my god, moral philosophy was just so much fun to think about, just to think about, and um, but at the same time, this this funness can be ruined by some people. It's like shit. Um, oh yeah, I know, because people can get so serious. Um, la, 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 la. So, anyways, if anybody's out there, um, just think thoughts that have never been thought before, um, and have fun with it. Don't be afraid if you're wrong. Oh no, How dare you be wrong? Um, shit. Yeah, I don't know. You know, the last book on Socrates I read though was one on love. It was one on love. But when I was reading it, he was totally establishing like one of those ancient esoteric religion things where you go through stages, and he established like 7 different stages, and so he was like, this was like basically him starting a cult of love, because I mean he had the 7 stages to progress by. But anyways, boo, 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 boo. That's it.